Grand day, everyone. Grand day. How do we break free from a poor mindset? How do we break free from a simulation of living paycheck to paycheck? How do we break free from a lifestyle of lacking abundance or lacking money? How do we break free from living in poverty? Well, we all have a relationship with money, everyone. We all have a relationship with money. There's an energetic emotional frequency that creates thoughts, feelings, and behaviors around money. Money is just energy. That's what it is. Money is not good or bad, but on how we think and feel or behave with money actually creates the living organism to make it good or bad in our life. Money is just energy. It's just energy. It's just a frequency. It's just a vibrational wavelength that you and I can use for something loving or unloving. So how do we break free from living in a poor lifestyle, in poverty, paycheck to paycheck, struggling to pay our bills, struggling to create the unlimited abundance, the limitless love that we want in our life? Well, we got to take full responsibility for what we're creating in our life. That's number one. No excuses, no justifications, no minimizations any longer. No excuse-itis or the disease of the mind or heart that will block us from having a loving relationship with money. Now, the reason why most of us don't have a loving relationship with money is because of what was taught to us in our childhood. What we saw, what we viewed, what we heard, what we felt with our parents, with corporations, with governments, with taxation, with religions around money. So we have an emotion inside of us around rage, anger, shame, guilt, disappointment around money that is actually blocking us from creating unlimited amount of money in our life so we can live what? In pure joy. So we can live in outrageous happiness, giving and receiving, serving and giving, gifting, and allowing and receiving the abundance of money in our life, because these emotional blockages, these energetic frequencies inside of us is blocking the money, because we have belief systems and feelings that money is bad, that money is the root of all evil. We're not in love with money. We don't appreciate it. We don't have gratitude for it. So it blocks it. And we live paycheck to paycheck. We don't love it. We don't hug it. We don't kiss it. We're not intimate with it. We're not romantic with it. We don't appreciate it. So of course it's not going to come in. And of course you're going to live limited with it. We have fear around money. We have grief around money. See, these emotional traumas, these emotional injuries, you can call them sins, missing the mark of source creators, living in abundance of love and truth. This deep, dark shadow work that we all need to feel through in our own personal way, you can call it the divine correction process, emotional accountability, feeling through our own personal repentance and forgiveness process. See, all of that anger and shame and disappointment, all of that remorse and that guilt that you're not feeling through, all of that anger and rage and fear and grief that you have around mom and dad, that you have around the public school systems, the vaccination companies, the governments, the taxation companies, the pharmaceutical companies, the judicial systems, the prison systems, the banking institutions, the war, the military. All of these emotions are actually blocking you from creating unlimited amount of prosperity and abundance in your life. All of that anger and rage and fear and grief that you around to have mom and dad and your grandparents and your generational bloodline family, your ex-spouses, your children, all of these emotions, all of these belief systems that you have around religions and spiritual organizations and products and services, all of those emotions are blocking you from creating complete abundance, joy, happiness, and peace around money. You're sabotaging yourself. So, what do we need to do? We need to give ourselves permission to fully feel all of our pain around money, around everything and everyone, without hurting ourselves or others or our environment. We need to do this with Source Creator. We need to feel through all of this sick and tired of living paycheck to paycheck emotions. We need to feel through the anger, yell it out, scream it out, write it out, feel it out without hurting ourselves or others. And then eventually you'll feel through your fears. What's the fear? I will never be successful. The fear I'll never accomplish what I want to accomplish in my life. I'll never have a successful business. What's the fear? I'll never be prosperous. I'll never be able to travel the world. I'll never be able to have the relationships that I want to have with my children and my partners. What's the fear that you have around money? What's the fear? And then eventually you'll start crying out the root cause of your grief around money. And then once you start crying it out, you can rise back up and then reprogram yourself. You can recode yourself by using positive affirmations, visualization techniques, meditation techniques, prayer techniques, writing every day, listening to positive affirmations on YouTube, listening to positive personal development speakers, positive people that are business savvy, business successful people in all types of avenues and aspects and areas of their business. You can get all of this information for free on the internet. So you're recoding yourself. You're changing your relationship around money. Because money and spirituality work hand in hand. Love and money work hand in hand. Because it's the individual that gives a certain belief around money on what they're going to do with it. People like me that have hundreds of trillions of dollars coming to them, what do you think I'm going to do with all of that money when all of that money's coming in and I'm giving it out? I don't have attachments around money. I'm not going to hoard it. I'm receiving it and then giving it. I'm receiving and playing with it. I'm receiving and creating with it. You have the same opportunity. Hundreds of trillions of dollars can come easily and effortlessly in your life. You just got to think it, feel it, and be it now. But I know it's challenging when we all have emotional traumas, when we all have that shadow work or that divine repentance forgiveness work that needs to be felt through. All of that anger, fear, and grief needs to get out of you. You need to feel it through, and then you need to rise up as the celestial king and queen that you are to reprogram your thoughts, your heart, and your behaviors so you can create and attract and have such a beautiful, loving, joyful relationship around money. I love you all so very much. You can do this. Believe in yourself. Know yourself. Find yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.